Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the equation x to the power of x to the power of 5 is equal to 100. So to solve this equation, I'm going to first start by taking the power of 5 on both sides. Now I can use the property a to the power of m to the power of n is equal to a to the power of n to the power of m on x to the power of x to the power of 5 to the power of 5. We can think of x to the power of 5 as m and 5 as n, so I can switch the places of these two. So now I get x to the power of 5 to the power of x to the power of 5 is equal to 100 to the power of 5. Now, 100, I'm going to rewrite that as 10 squared. So now I have 10 squared to the power of 5. And another property of exponents is that if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 10 to the power of 2 to the power of 5 is going to equal 10 to the power of 2 times 5, which is 10 to the power of 10. And now my final property of exponents that I'm going to use for this video is that if I have something in the form a to the power of a is equal to b to the power of b, this means that a is equal to b. So in this case, x to the power of 5 is equal to 10. Now to solve this, we need to get rid of this power of 5 by taking the fifth root on both sides. So the fifth root of x to the power of 5 is x, so I get x is equal to the fifth root of 10. This is my solution. Please make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and share this to your friends. Thank you. Alright, so in this problem, I have x minus 2 to the power of 3 is equal to negative 8. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by adding 8 on both sides. So then these two cancel out, and I get x minus 2 to the power of 3 plus 8 is equal to 0. Now from here, I can rewrite 8 as 2 to the power of 3. So I have x minus 2 to the power of 3 plus 2 to the power of 3 is 0. And the reason I did that was because if I have something in the form a to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3, this is equal to a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So in this case, a is equal to x minus 2 and b is equal to 2. So I get x minus 2 plus 2 times x minus 2 squared minus 2 times x minus 2 plus 2 squared, and this is equal to 0. Now we can simplify this. So negative 2 and positive 2 cancel out. So I get x times x minus 2 squared is the same thing as x squared minus 4x plus 4. And then negative 2 times x minus 2, I can distribute the negative 2. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. And finally I have this plus 2 squared, which is equal to 4. Now from here, we can simplify what's in the parentheses. So I get x times x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 2x plus 4 plus 4. So this simplifies to x squared. Negative 4x minus 2x is negative 6x. And now I'm left with plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is plus 12. This is equal to 0. Now from here, this gives me two equations. I get x is equal to 0, and I get x squared minus 6x plus 12 is equal to 0. So x equals 0, this is already a solution. And x squared minus 6x plus 12 is equal to 0. To solve this, we're going to have to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, A is 1, B is 6, and C is 12. So if I plug these values in to my quadratic formula, I get negative 6 plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 6 squared, which is 36, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 12, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. And this is equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 minus 48 over 2 times 1, which is 2. And this is equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 minus 48, which is negative 12 over 2. Now from here, get negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 12 times the square root of negative 1. And if you guys already didn't know, the square root of negative 1 is the same thing as the imaginary number I. So I get x is equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 12i over 2. Now the square root of 12, this is the same thing as the square root of 4 times 3, right? Which is equal to the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. The square root of 4 is 2. This is equal to 2 root 3. So I get x is equal to negative 6 plus or minus 2 root 3 I over 2. Now if I divide my terms here by 2, I get x is equal to negative 3 plus or minus, these two cancel out, square root of 3i. So my three solutions are x is equal to negative 3 plus the square root of 3i, x is equal to negative 3 minus the square root of 3i, and x is equal to 0.